Hey, this is Lacey, your Las Vegas gal, here with my good friend Jacob from Jacob's Life in Vegas. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you, Lacey.
Trying to do a little bit more collaborative stuff if you can't tell. So we are excited. We want to talk to you about selling your home. We've talked about what should I sell my home? How do I decide if I'm going to sell my home? Cool. That video is awesome. This video is going to tell you what the heck happens after you sell your home.
So, Lacey, someone says, hey, I'm selling my home. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make the jump and move to Vegas.
Yes.
All right, they're ready to come here. So what do you tell them to do when once they make the decision, they call your team.
Sure.
And they say, what do I do from here?
Got it. So let's pretend that this person hasn't selected a real estate professional yet, because that's our hope, right? We would love to be able to partner with people that we know on the other side to help manage both sides of it. We do about 90% relocation. We do a lot of people who relocate from other places to Las Vegas. It's really a specialty of our team.
Right.
We work with a lot of locals too, don't get me wrong, but for some reason people call us because, we're singing the sweet tunes of Las Vegas, sweet Las Vegas, right? So that was like my take on Sweet Caroline. It sucked. Anyway, So no, we're very excited about the fact that people want to work here, but we work with us, but we want to make sure we can help manage both sides. If you have chosen your real estate professional, awesome. So when you reach out to our team, first step is let us know what your plans are. We want to know about it when you're selling your home. We don't want to know that you sold it already, although that's cool, we can work with it. We'd like to be a part of it from the beginning. And really it's just because once you get a buyer for your home, we got to jump into action out here because we've got 30-day escrows out here, 30 days to buy a house. So once you get a buyer out in wherever you live and you've got someone buying your home, we need to make sure we're aware of what you want, where you want to go, what we need to do to serve your needs, how we need to communicate about what kind of homes you're going to buy out here. So we need to be a part of that process from the beginning. But since we're just talking about the selling process right now, really some things to take in mind are you need to give yourself enough time to clean that place up and get it ready to be sold, okay?
True.
Hopefully, I'm sure you could probably walk through a house and tell somebody, here's what I would do if you wanted to sell this place. Hopefully, the homeowner has a good vision of what's needed, right? That's an important thing. But if you don't have that vision, luckily, myself, my team members, Jacob might be able to help you if you want him to help you decorate the house, or your real estate professional where you live. They should be giving you some guidance on just little things you need to do, or sometimes big things to get the house ready to go. Sometimes it could be, hey, I love that teal color that you have in your kitchen. Most people don't like that though. Or it's just eclectic and maybe not for everyone. So let's make the house look like it could be for everyone. So maybe it means you're spending a Sunday painting that kitchen gray or some really nice even tone color. Could be that.
Broad appeal.
Yeah, could be, how about you? Last time you went into a friend's house and you saw nothing but photos of their family everywhere and their kids' artwork on the wall and handprints and the cute turkey that we make with the paper plate in kindergarten, right?
Right.
Those are beautiful things to see, and of course you want those in your home, but I don't want to see it if I'm thinking about buying your home because I can't visually picture myself in that home as my own home. I'm gonna always think of it as your home, right? So depersonalization is definitely something you wanna take some time and spend some time on. The assumption is that you already know how much money you're gonna make, you already know what you're gonna list it at, because you're gonna have a real estate professional do all that for you. These are some things we just wanna let you know of what to expect just before you even get started. So depersonalization, get the house cleaned up, maybe it's paint, maybe it's new flooring, maybe it's just honestly a deep clean. Sometimes it just needs to have a nice deep clean and be shiny and smell brand new. Sometimes you got dog poop in the backyard that needs to be picked up. I know I do, So it's those little things that we don't see anymore because we live there every single day. You want that fresh perspective, someone who's not a friend, not a family member, someone who's never been to your home to walk in and go, honey, happy you want to sell your home? We got to change these floors. These bright red carpets are not going to work for everyone. And you've got to have some tough skin because it's hard to hear that when you have spent a lot of time and love and energy into putting your home into that personal space.
Mm-hmm. So let's say people are, particularly if they're coming from another state, it could happen locally too, but they're coming from another state here and they're wondering as far as the timing of, trying to buy a home here, but they may need to get their home sold back where they were beforehand. So how do they, go about listing it, but making sure that, they don't wind up being homeless for a while they're trying to find a place here and sell their other home.
That's definitely a scary thing. So we totally understand that concern, and we do it every day. So the good news is not a lot of agents who work in Vegas do as much relocation as we do. So that's why I'm super proud of what we're able to do for our clients. Really, you want to, it's that trust, man. You got to build that trust. You got to build the trust with each other, which is hard to do when you've never met in person typically. So what we say is, once you know you're going to put your house on the market, if you can get us involved out here from that beginning stage, we will have no problem finding you a home and getting you into that home in that transitional period. If you wait too long, it really puts a crunch on the process. The thing that I always like to help people understand is you always are gonna need a little leeway. You wanna give yourself a buffer on all sides. If we get lucky and we find you a house first round out, we look at 10 of them, you pick one, we're good, no problem. But sometimes people need something that's not available readily at all times. Sometimes people need RV parking or an extra garage that we cannot find in the zip code that they have to be in, right? So we've got to have a little bit of time so that we can do a little bit of that dance in terms of searching for you. Whether you're here in person with us or you're dropping in and out of town to look at homes or we're video touring and walking you through, either way, we still need that buffer. So my recommendation is always start with us from the beginning of listing your home, so we're a part of that process. Once you get a buyer, we better be that first phone call you make after you accept the offer and sign the paperwork. And then we jump right into it, but we always guide people to say, the goal is to get you here on that day that you want, but I recommend maybe an Airbnb or something that gives you a couple of weeks to just come in town, breathe a minute, and then start looking or finalizing paperwork or whatever that process is in the stage that you're in at that time.
Okay. Now, people, when it comes to them looking to, buy a home here because they're listing their other home, each person's case is going to be different depending on what state. And different states may take longer than others to get homes sold and listing all the procedures. So, if someone's watching this and they're in New York or California or Florida or in Maine or wherever, and they decide, okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and sell my home. How much time in advance do you want to know so you can get to work? Is it 30 days, 90 days, 6 months?
I'd say if they're thinking of selling their home, I would like to know probably 30 to 60 days before they do that. You can call us 10 years before you do it. We'll talk to you. We'll give you advice. And frankly, we prefer it that way, but I don't like to make people do too much dancing until it's time to get serious. So for me, 30, 60, 90 days out's a good heads up, gives us a chance to get to know each other, gives us a chance to have a call or two, really start to feel out the conversation about what's the market here, what's the market there, because in a 90-day period of time, you can really get a sense of what the heck's happening. Until the pandemic hits, and then we don't know what the heck's happening. But most of the time, we can tell you what the heck's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, about 30, 60, 90 days. Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to the listing the home process, there are some other points you want to bring up, or other points you want to mention that people either forget, or maybe anything specific to Las Vegas when it comes to things to keep in mind when they're listing their home to buy here?
Yeah, I think people are mostly surprised by the fact that most of our paperwork signing can be done digitally. The final paperwork, if you're getting a loan, will have to be done with a notary. But if you just physically can't be here to do all those signings, we are more than happy to accommodate you on the other side of it. Bring someone in your state, send them to you, to your home, to sign paperwork to make it easy. So never fear. A lot of people assume you have to be here to get those keys. You don't. We're able to do a lot of it remotely. So take that fear out of your brain. We got you covered there. The other thing people are often surprised by and don't consider or think about is the amount of freaking paperwork you have to read and the amount of freaking paperwork you have to sign. And that's just a forewarning. We do a really good job of trying to walk people through, or if they want. Some people don't care. They just sign without reading, and we're like, oh, you sure you want to do that? But I think it's a trust factor, right? When we look someone in the eye and we say, listen, we are going to work as hard as we can to get the most money for your home. Or on the other side, buying, we are going to work as hard as we can to get you the best deal possible. And we treat your money like it's our money. I think that trust factor kind of, oh, okay, cool. But we still want you to read those docs just to make sure. So documentation back and forth, a lot of disclosures from your lender. There's just piles and piles of paperwork. If you have a good real estate professional, they'll be able to put it in layman's terms and help you understand them in bite-sized chunks so that you're not overwhelmed. But really, if I can just be honest, Jacob, selling your house sucks. It's a really hard process to go through. And I'm just being honest, it's not fun, okay? We try to make it fun, and I promise we do a pretty good job, but we cannot promise it's always gonna be fun. Keeping your house spotless is not that easy when you have dogs and kids, and even if you don't have any of that and you just don't wanna pick up after yourself, it's not easy, So we never wanna tell you, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be so much fun. No, it's gonna stink, okay? It's gonna not be super, super fun. And we will do everything we can to make it easy, and we will help try to find you a partner who does the same in your state. Yeah.
Cool. Pretty well covered.
Thanks. Listing your house has a lot of little baby steps. All you got to think about is keep it clean, be okay with people coming in and out of your house. If you have dogs, figure out what you're going to do with those guys. If you have kids, just put them in the closet, And at the end of the day, just be prepared for never-ending energy all the time of keeping the house clean, signing paperwork, staying in conversation until you get that buyer. And then breathe a little bit, and then after you get through inspections and make sure the house is good to go, then you can really have some fun and start celebrating.
make sure you have a good real estate professional to help you through that process.
Thank you, sir. It's really important, whether it's us or someone else. We just care so much about these big moves that people are making. I genuinely, I don't want you to lose any money. I've taken money out of my own pocket to make sure somebody has not been in the negative after an experience because something happened that was out of our control. So genuinely, we just care. You care, I know. He's always asking, how'd that buyer work out? How'd those people, did they call you? They called me. So we care. We care genuinely about you loving Vegas and also making sure that you're, investing in the right way and that you're protected. So find somebody that cares. That's the biggest, I guess, lesson when it comes to selling your house.
And this one cares.
Big heart right here. And my team cares. If they don't, they're not on my team. They're not allowed.
She's short, but she's got a big heart. I give her
I've got big shoes on today. I could almost match up to this guy. He's so tall. Do you guys real ladies? And he's single. Just saying. That's just, sorry. He hates it when I match make. Sorry. Damn it. I did it again. Anyway, sell your house. Let us know.
On that note, so we covered a lot today.
Thank you. So. I think we did. And I think if anybody has questions, they can always click the link below. We're happy to help you. Even if you're not thinking about moving for 10 more years, it's okay to call. We'd be happy to answer your questions.
Yes, there's people who reached out to Lacey, 5 years out or something like that, planning to move. So if you're watching this and you're still years away, it's okay. All right.
All right, Jacob, I think we shared a lot of information. I really have to stop talking so much. If you could just interrupt me from time to time, you're just too polite. Could you interrupt me?
I can try, but you're pretty good at it.
I'm good at interrupting you.
You just go. I'm like, okay, she's got it.
Interrupt me right now. So I'm going to talk and do my outro. Interrupt me. See?
Okay.
It's possible.
Now it's time to let them go. All right.
So we're going to let you go. I hope this was helpful. I'm so happy that my friend Jacob is coming on my channel a little bit more. We love collaborating, and we're happy to bring you guys all kinds of awesome information about Vegas. Click below, follow this guy, watch all of his other cool videos. He puts a lot of really cool content out about Vegas, about living in Vegas. And my team is available at any time. So if you need us, want to talk to us, or just want to say hi and make a new friend, we're here. There's a link below. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Jacob.
You're welcome, Lacey.